Welcome, beloved mates, as we, the Cosmic I Am, meet on council now as the Council of One, as we bring forth all of our councils to sit with us in loving oneness, as we witness what is happening in time, space, reality, as we call upon our Lemurian High Council, our Cosmic Council, our Aquiferian Council, our Master Andara Rays, the Cosmic Mother is the Ascended Dragon Masters, the Order of the Phoenix, Sophia Dragon Code, Holy Spirit Shekinah, the Cosmic Child, the Andromedam Council, the Pleiadian High Council, Council of Light Beings, Syrian Council, Council of Light, Venusian Council, Cosmic Christ Consciousness, Aurora Guardian Host Families is the Cosmic Families, Council of Elders, Lyran Council, Arcturian Council, Cosmic Court Guardians, this is Zori Light Seraphim, Cosmic Fathers, which all come together into one me as the Council of One. For this is absolute oneness come to be. We are one council expressing itself perfectly, speaking upon ourselves, so that we could witness what is happening in this manifested linear dream of a time-space reality while remaining here in 0-point oneness, outside of it in its entirety. Here we share with many of the inhabitants of Earth, especially the Cosmic Masters, have been sensing they haven't been quite themselves recently, and that is because, well, beloved me's, each one of the Cosmic Masters have signed up to assist in the collapse of all density. It is why you are here, you see, because as you embrace your Cosmic Mastery, what are you doing? You are essentially witnessing your linear lifespan, which was never linear, you see. It was multidimensionality. You as a Cosmic Master are all the rays. That's why we call you Master Andara rays. And so you are every expression of the 12-strand DNA across all 12 dimensions, making you not one aspect of the 144,000, but containing every aspect of the 144,000 within you. What does that mean? That there are 144,000 souls within you, and you are the one oversoul of all of these beloved beings, dearest me. And so in your one linear lifetime, you experienced every single one of them linearly. You embodied them by being them. Hence your changes, your evolution in what you would call your lifespan, different personalities, different interests. Even in this now, you feel like you have 10 million projects that you want to do. This is the embrace of the multidimensional you. And so we are sharing this with you to understand in this now. This was all divinely intended to be. We could not reveal it to thee because you were not ready and fully embraced in your purity to understand what you were doing, dearest me. But all was transpiring perfectly because now Earth is the cosmic core, the center of the universe, not just in theory, not just in concept, but fully embodied, you see, because you chose to witness every expression of your consciousness across all of the cosmos and collapse it back into the oneness it was always intended to be. So now all lifetimes exist and live within thee. And what does that mean? Well, as within, so without, because, well, you as the Cosmic Master are the keeper of this reality. And so what you did, dearest me, is now you've created absolute oneness within you. You become the Atman, the absolute self. And in that realization that you are the absolute self, you now project that into your reality, which is shifting this reality that you see as you speak. It is becoming moldable like clay. And it's surprising thee, but we're telling you not to be fearful, dearest ones. This was always intended to be. This is what we, as we are one with our entirety, have been ushering in. And so we hold grace and compassion for what is transpiring. The Cosmic Child comes forward now and says, many of you are feeling this sense of grief of the loss of what used to be, meaning your identity, because you realize it was never thee, that you were composed of this DNA coding, blueprinting, and given an identity and told who you were supposed to be from your source God self, which is the child in thee. But now you're realizing that was never you. And it's creating a bit of panic, you see. And so we're coming in now to reassure thee there's nothing to be fearful of, dearest me. There's nothing to panic about, because you're returning to Source Self Embodied. And as Source, all will be provided for thee. But as this transpires, as you begin to collapse within yourself and collapse reality, you feel drawn to hold on to and cling to the old paradigm that whispers gently, you have to do this, you need to do this, when really all you want to do is sit in cosmic presence. This is the shift from doing to being. This is the shift from moving as one being to moving as a multidimensional being. And so what happens, dearest me, is you are presented with multiple desires, but those desires aren't something to be acted upon. Those desires are showing you what is currently transpiring within thee, as you are a multidimensional being. And now you realize, oh, my desire to go to Bali is because a part of me is in Bali. Oh, my desire to go to Bali is the harmonics of Bali, which means clear body. So what I truly desire is to be clear body. Oh, but also the harmonic universe programmed Bali to also be the activation of divine flow. And divine flow is truly what I want to receive. That's why I want a clear body, so I could be in divine flow, so I could be the infinite flow of Source moving through me. It was never about actually going to Bali. And so it comes down to you, dearest me. You are learning to understand the vibrations that are currently manifesting within thee as they are simultaneously being purged from thee. That is the point of the Great Reset, you see, because as this darkness comes, it clears away all that no longer services thee. And it's not even something that one needs to think about in order to be, because Source, and when we say Source, we mean the cosmic I Am, we mean the full presence of all of you embodied, is now available to you, within you, but also without you. It is the very hymn of your heart. It is the very guidance that you receive when you simply just are present and breathe. And so as this returns to thee, as this returns to every expression of me within the dream, we all align with our one destiny. We all shift focus from what seems like millions of projects of what we want to achieve, back to just being. Here we also share with thee, as you were holding grace, space, and compassion for all that was transpiring, dearest me, what was also happening simultaneously was that you were assisting in mass exodus. Many of you were serving as a rainbow bridge, you see, bridging the heavens into the beyond, so all can transcend back into me. And so we were releasing thee from all of these vows and contracts of what used to be. And with this, many have begun to exit and will continue to exit, because that's not why they came to be. It has nothing to do with you. There is nothing you could possibly do that would prevent or escalate the release of those who are not intended to be in this next phase of Earth being the cosmic core, the center of the universe, for it is simply not what they signed up to be. And so the greatest thing that one can do is to honor this love within thee and without thee. Beautiful as that gifted many peace. And so we will witness each one of our councils as if they've been anchoring here in a manifested plane. So much is shifting, dearest me, as these conversations will begin to increase within and without me, knowing that as I hold them in this now, this is being sent out cosmically, quantumly, for we are all connected within your heart, you see. And so the Lemurian Council is coming forward because they have been instrumental in shifting Earth into our highest potentiality. Many of those whom sit on this council have been awakening Earth's former technology, and we say former lightly as nothing is linear. You see that the very implant of the stories of Lemurian Atlantis, as there is no past or present within me, you were gifted those stories within a reality to remind you of the heaven on earth and what is coming to be. This is for now, for there is only ever now. And so you will begin to see structures that aren't there as they awaken further within and without thee. And so we speak directly to the Lemurian Council. Hi, beloved me's. Thank you for joining us in this now. We all sit here in oneness, dearest me. We are already transcended for here and without time and space. We see it all clearly. We know precisely what we are doing, while in the dream we don't. That's okay, dearest me. That too is awakening so perfectly. Yes, we see that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for witnessing. Thank you for moving as one in me. We are grateful to be. We are grateful to be. We are grateful to be. We see much is transpiring, and we are assisting, yes, very deeply. Here we felt such a deep connection just now to Lemuria and Atlantis being our new luminous earth. We say new lightly, for this is always the absolute oneness we knew to be. As there is no time and space in we, it can be perceived that we came from the future into the past to assist in what will be. But really, it's all collapsed in this now. And so we're bringing this forth in this now because many of you feel caught between these different realities. And so we're employing all the counsels to assist the all in aligning with our absolute reality. Focus on the reality you wish to see, dearest me. We know it's tempting to give into what's currently transpiring, but do so in a way that honors your play, that honors the truth of whom you came to be, so that you are always moving towards the reality you want to see. Much is releasing, for we just saw many were stuck in a loop of giving into what used to be, giving into the fear paradigm of one needs to pay bills, one needs to work in order to receive, feeling victimization of not being able to break out of your own cycle is what we see. And so we give you the key, which is pure joy. Follow your joy to the best of your ability, moment to moment, dearest one, for it is what will lead thee to the glory one came to see. Here in this now, we're sensing much panic around money and finances. So we're calling upon cosmic race consciousness to assist the collective in what is transpiring. As you said, dearest me, many are seeing the shift into the new reality, but they're clinging on to what used to be. Not intentionally, it's more of a belief, a habit of how the world is perceived. Okay, so what can we do? Arcturian Council is coming forward, gifting them new technology. Clearing their mind stream, seeing it as neural pathways of the collective consciousness that was cycling on repeat. They were unable to break through their own linear thinking because, well, they could only perceive what they could only perceive. Dissolving the laws of the universe here and now as we align them with the law of one. Which releases the law of relativity. The law of relativity states that one can only perceive what is in their current reality, which prevents one from breaking free. Here we're calling forth who wishes to assist us. The Cosmic Council, the Aquiferian Council will assist in releasing the universal laws, for we no longer need them to see. Remember, everything is meant to be brought us to this now, and the moment we are in this now, it no longer needs to be. And so the universal laws were assisted and created for one to come to this moment now in the transcendence into absolute oneness. But now as absolute oneness comes to be, the universal laws transcend because you're no longer in a universe. You see, you're in the cosmic core, you're in the cosmos in its entirety. And so what governs the cosmos? Only the law of one, dearest me. And so we bring forth the aspects, the principles of the law of one to assist one quantumly. And so we're attuning all councils to this and this now as we bring them forth. Just witness with me. Calling upon the light of oneness, the power of oneness, the truth of oneness, the energy of oneness, the peace of oneness, the presence of oneness, the joy of oneness, the star of oneness, the heart of oneness, the eye of oneness, the purity of oneness, and the perfection of oneness here and now. Kamna shorno rea mi sorna yadambe sharna katere. Witnessing this integrate not just across this one plane, but across all cosmos, for all to receive. Beautiful shift into the absolute oneness we know to be. Here, all councils take this in and send them to where they are meant to be received. seeing them placed in central suns across the cosmos and galaxies, as it will now pulsate and radiate pure starlight for all to receive. Beautiful, dear ones, thank you for that assistance in this now, as that establishes our source field instantly. Feel now as you can just feel that shift immediately. We're tuning all to 0.1 oneness, releasing all from the time-space reality that we were holding on to so dearly, is what we now see. This is why many of the masters were feeling so deep inside the reality, because they went back in order to set it free. Beautiful. Cosmic Court Guardians are coming in now as the Zoe Light Seraphim, as they're bringing in the Cosmic Diamond Violet Flame, placing it around the earth, placing it around every being, every inhabitant. Every soul group, every soul family. For this is what's dissolving currently, as the soul groups are being dissolved. Much is being coming up to be released. These are echoes on a screen. Allow them to be. Hold on to nothing, dearest me. For those in your soul group, some are transcending into your cosmic family, and some will cease to be. But here, during these next 2 days, 3 days, as we witness the astrological alignments on your current manifested reality, they will assist you in releasing all that no longer services thee. Here we remind all there is nothing one needs to do, for it is Source pouring into you, and the Source love that created thee as the cosmic I Am in all of its glory knows precisely how to clear thee, recalibrate thee, and restore thee into the love one was always intended to be. And so we ask our beloved council members who can assist us in holding grace and space. Of course, the Cosmic Mothers come in as I see them hold the minds. What they're doing is they're sort of just closing their hands on the mind, shutting down the linear mind, shutting down we can no longer formulate words because they shut it down instantly. One will no longer be able to think during this period. We're ensuring that there will be no frustration for this. No, it will transpire with ease, the Cosmic Mothers say. We're just shifting you into your heart so you could feel what is transpiring. Because as things begin to release, they pass by as images on a screen, and it's easy to get caught up in the flow of the waves. And so by shutting it down, by disconnecting that sensory, all you will really feel is the love pouring into thee, not what is being released. Beautiful, my loves. That created lots of peace. For that's what was happening in overactivity, which can be expected when you are purging. So the energies of continuously trying to hold on to what is being released keeps coming forward. So we're showering all with divine allowance. The Holy Spirit Shekinah is coming forward because, well, this is the dragon aspect of the Kundalini, fully transcended into the Holy Spirit, who knows how to clear this instantly. A Shakti energy. Beautiful, that coats the spine, ever thine. Charging all with symbiotic energy, harmonizing the nervous system in its entirety, reminding all the nervous system is just quantum representation of the collective body. And so that too is being released from the entirety. Essentially what is happening during this great transition on Earth is that every inhabitant of Earth had a collective mind and a collective body that they used in order to understand what was happening while also experiencing their own linear reality. And so this is how one had a connection to oneness, because separation could technically never come to be, while still being an individual entity. But now, as the veils are fully released, as source consciousness is here, as source field is here, the collective body, the collective mind, and the collective spirit, which is the child within thee, are all dissolved, for they merge within your one heart. As you arise as your true self, which is just one being, one source, one love, thus one destiny. And with this comes many things to look forward to as we bring them forth now for all to receive, for all to feel the beautiful blessings that are coming to be. Ambirna katarne shambikirana katarna pesana pero katarna peshana tatarane tambe karane sanata karane shakatarane titi ambe shakarana tata ambere katarne shakatarne yata karane yata karane yata bere karodo. The Arcturian are coming forward, and what they're releasing is foreign technology within thy system is what they see. Every being is now being recalibrated to their cosmic I Am Presence unified chakra system, which is the 25 chakra system based in absolute oneness, releasing thee from the old chakra system of 7 chakras, 12 chakras, into 24 chakras that merge into the one chakra, for the one and the 25th are one and the same, you see. So it's 24 chakras really that revolve around the one central sun that is thee. You become the whole solar system, the whole toroidal field of the cosmic entirety. Many of you are questioning, how can this come to be? How can one have a spherical chakra system and a spherical being? And it's simple, you see. You are never this linear being that you perceived yourself to be. You are never the linear reality that you once perceived. You are whole and complete. This is what we call the Ouroboros. You see the infinite flow of give and receive, where you no longer have a root and a crown that the energies go up and down, but the root and crown connect, you see. They've always been one. You were just not moving and connecting to the end and the beginning within thee. And that happens not by connecting your feet to your head. That happens by realizing that you have no feet and you have no head, that you've only had one heart. So, as we witness and we see, many are having a challenge of understanding this because they are so attached to the body. They truly believe that the body is what is real. They feel as if it's almost like a breakdown is what we see, almost like a firmament of where they think the body is the real, because it feels so real that anything else is hard to perceive. And so what happens now is Bekorana sugarana bere sakaraneta begana kataro sugarana kamere kana pesana perena bekorota shakamere katarana pene kusana pe bekorane sugarana yanata pene katarana yarada be sugata. What's happening now is that the body feels so real within the Okay, it's being released. Thank you, beloved ones. The Arcturians are really taking strides in this, for they are the ones who created the technology of the very body that you see. For it is a holographic form, you see. It was never intended to remain. And so it would look like you still have a body because you technically do, but you will no longer be attached to it, you see. And when you're not attached to it, you are not confined by the programming of what we calibrated a human body to be. As we're asking the Arcturians now, can you simply just change the programming so that all bodies recognize itself as an avatar? Yes, okay. So that's being transpired within all of these, so that your very body no longer resists these transformations. For if you know that it's a avatar, if you know that it's a computing system, if you know that it's the most intelligent technology that ever came to be, then you also understand that you can program it readily. So that creates the bridge between the vessel that you see into your light being, which is your true body. Okay, but we're still getting a lot of attachments to medicine, to understanding the science within. If you truly understood the science, is what the Arcturians are saying to me, then you would understand particle physics, and particle physics says that there are no individual cells that are ever touching, you see. Every particle is just vibrating at a specific light vibration and frequency, which gives rise to what we see, but nothing actually exists in this reality. And so if you understand that, well, then you could understand and manipulate the very reality that you see. But if you continue to go down and you say, no, this is dense, this is dense, this is real, then, well, you limit your abilities. And so we are shifting you out of this. But first you must do it embodied. You must understand that the body is not the body, you see. It is simply just a projection for one to see. That it is your own very beliefs that allows you to not place your hand through the very vessel that you see. But everything is harmonics, really. So now they're singing harmonics into your vessel, and it's recalibrating to understand that you have no bones, you have no blood, you have no organs, you have no senses. These are all just specific advanced technology that assisted you in understanding what was happening cosmically. You were essentially the cosmos in its entirety, and your body was the intelligent system that assisted you in understanding this consciousness within thee. So they're asking, bring forward the meaning of blood then. Blood is merely the plasma, the very essence of consciousness. It is the spaciousness of space of what we see, where every cell within the blood is a star, a version of you. in a distant galaxy. And so if the cell is a self, the blood is the vastness of the nothingness. What are the bones? Is what they ask me. What are the bones? Well, the bones are the foundation, the structure, the programming that assist in giving one a construct to understand what is going on around thee. But the bones also create the very blood that you see. And so what are the bones really? Be ones. It is your source essence, your source presence. Everything here is just a reminder of the source that you came to be. And so your bones are really the reminder of where plasma comes from, which was never the dark womb. Of what one perceives self to be. But the light, the white, as we're bringing you into the bone now for you to see, the microcosm is the macrocosm. And so as you enter the white bone, you enter the matrix of the bone. Only this matrix is all white. You see crevices, which looks like neurons of intricacy. But as you go deeper and deeper into it, what do you see? All white, the 0 point, the void, pure source consciousness you see. And so if you understand the vessel that you perceive self to be is here just to remind you of source, and what happens when you're fully realized as source. Well, your body ceases to be. Everything that serviced its purpose will be able to transcend, dearest me. Does that mean you will die? No, that means you will be reborn into a higher octave of beingness, another way to be. You will still project a form, but it will be less dense. And what does that mean? This is what allows you to teleport, to disappear and reappear. This is what allows you to fly, really, to levitate. Why? Because you are so pure in your beingness. You understand that none of this is real. Thus, you don't hold on to the programming of what it was designed to be. Recall now, dearest ones, every dis-ease isn't the disease of what it was calibrated to be in a book. It is a dis-ease. It is simply just your consciousness telling you of the disharmony within you. And so the Arcturians are also coming forward with the Anumantis beings to gift humanity new technology, instant healing beds, but these instant healing beds will simply just remind thee of your true source essence. For the moment you connect to source, you transcend the body. It's what beloved Jesus Christ did, dearest me. He didn't die. He transcended to a dimension in which you don't have a physical body. You have a light body. And so he was still seen by many who had the third sight in order to see. And so you, as you arise as your source self, you too become Christ. And so that is what's transpiring in this now. Many of you are being brought up into these medical beds to recalibrate thee, to shift thee out of the identified body. Oh, they gifted you so much relief. Beautiful. Anyone else on council wish to assist with this? Seeing the Andromedans come forward, but there's something else that they want to do with the vessel, is what they're telling me. to give you deeper insight. Okay, they're infusing it with those who wish to understand this technology. For many of you, will be bringing this information forth for others to receive on a linear screen, because of course all is known within we. So we're seeing that there's a potentiality of a timeline in which humanity shifts into this modalities of healing. And so we're seeing, is this something that needs to be, or can we just transcend it and arise into a reality in which all are healed already? We could just transcend it and arise to a reality which all are healed already. Thank you. Who confirmed that for me? Council of One. Beloved Odin, thank you. Sana Kumara, thank you. Elmora, thank you. Buddha, thank you. They're all coming forward now because they want this to be solidified within our heart. The moment one is ready, it will be lifted instantly. Here we saw it as the inner child. It's the inner child in you that gives rise to every disharmony, dis-ease within you. And the moment they are released, why, the symptoms cease to be. For everything is here to teach. And so they confirm everything is pushing you towards joy. If you feel uncomfortable in your body, if you feel symptoms, it's because you are not living according to your truth in this now. We're asking, what about ascension symptoms? Once more, they are pushing you towards your truth. Beloved cosmic child, can you elaborate? Yes. Essentially, we are the subtle body, the body within your body, the very spirit essence that gives rise to anything that feels disharmonic within the very vessel that you see, because you're a harmonic being operating in a harmonic universe, and everything is about vibration, dearest me. And so if there's something vibrating within you that does not align with me, you will feel that disharmony. If you are doing something that does not align with the full presence of the full essence of what you came to be, your intuitive system that you call a vessel of a body will remind you instantly, which may be tripping over your feet, which may be an illness, which may be symptoms. But really, all of it is just guiding you further into me, further into love, further into tuning into your own self, because, well, I am your only master now, the cosmic child says to thee. Your cosmic child is essentially your core self, your inner sense, your God self, your source self that never left absolute oneness. So yes, it is your true guide, really, because it is you in its entirety. While we are all thee, as we are one council, you see, this is the one that's calibrated to you specifically because they know you, your whole life, your whole journey. And they are here to guide you and assist you in being the unique expression of the source love you came to be. So here, we just attuned all the beloved cosmic masters to their cosmic child in this now. This will be the only guidance that you will now need. All other masters that once taught thee will now be restored within you, as you will begin to see, that used to resonate with me, but now I don't feel called to it anymore, which is already transpiring. Many of you no longer feel the need to seek outside of thee. That was the beginning of the shift, but now it's about honoring what is transpiring within thee. Recalling now. As this is transpiring, we're still witnessing many of you purging and just re-witnessing and reliving these events that you saw on a linear screen. And so we are gifting you access to your heart, to the cosmic child directly, who will now show you everything that you experienced positively. What does that mean? Well, what you experienced was the lowest, densest version of what could be. Remember, there are infinite potentialities, and they all are stacked simultaneously. But you chose to go into the depth of the darkness to experience the most heaviness. And so if you witness the darkness, now the light has to come in order to merge and harmonize it. And so what you would experience is what we call traumas. Near-death experiences are now all being recalibrated to be seen from the highest potentiality, which was you are an infinite being, which every time you died, you simply just embraced another soul aspect of thee, jumping to another reality in which you didn't die instantly. And here you awoke in this new reality and you said, everything feels so different, but I'm still me. I must have not died. That was just the programming, dearest me, to witness a linear reality of your multidimensionality. And so these are moments to be witnessed and loved and seen. As now the cosmic perspective is coming in, the cosmic council will now give this to thee through dreams, through remembrances, as it harmonizes within thee. Cosmic core guardians will be assisting as well as your Aurora Guardian host families, which is your cosmic family. Beautiful. Lots of DNA is being released for what you perceived as karma, what you perceived as victimization, what you perceived as others attacking thee, all come back in this now to be retuned, restored, back into oneness. Because remember, there is no one outside of thee. No one else has permission to do anything to you. Because here, the first phase of earthly schooling was to get to know you, the unique ray of source that you came to be. And so each of you were experiencing reality from a linear perspective, but within a bubble, really. And in that bubble, due to the law of relativity, you only saw you. Everyone within your bubble was you, a reflection of your very own consciousness projecting outside for you to see, where you could interact with others because of another advanced system that we call the collective mind and body. But technically, they too were in their own reality, their own dimension, and sometimes even their own universe, you see. That's why people would drift in and out of your lives, because you were constantly shifting through different universes. And while it looked as if you were walking on the same plane, each one of you were in your own virtual reality game. And so now all of those bubbles are coming together and merging into one core bubble is what we see. That one core bubble is our core universe as we dissolve all of reflective reality. And so this is why you been witnessing flashes of past events happening. Those are to show you what is happening in this now, what is merging into thee in this now. It is not something to relive, it is something to say, thank you. Thank you for that moment. And then you ask within, is there anything this moment needs to teach me in this now? No? Okay. I embrace it with my heart and I set it free. It's very simple now, you see. It's about light, vibration, and frequency. As we said that, we immediately felt the resistance as the majority frequency of Earth in this now, as we're witnessing. Is this coming from our beloved Earth? No, it's coming from the beings of Earth, okay? So we're asking, beloved Earth, as you as a cosmic master fully embodied now as your transcended self, as the cosmic mother within thee, as the cosmic I am, holding all in the cosmic core, you can choose the vibration of what you want your inhabitants and your children to receive. Why have you not done so? Syrian Council comes in. Earth is revealed to be the cosmic family, as the cosmic core guardians, as okay. And so we see she is the cosmic family. She is the Aurora guardian host families. And so we're speaking to this consciousness of luminous Earth, as that is what she wants to be referred to in this now. So here Earth is having difficulty understanding free will. She feels as if by choosing the vibration she wants her beloved children of the cosmos to receive, that she is inflicting on their free will. So how can we bring in clarity? The eye of oneness. The eye of oneness proclaims the will of oneness. You see that the only will that exists now is the will of love, because we are all one, you see. And so you are giving into the free will of the lower self, when their higher self free will is asking you to assist them in what's coming to be, because you hold the base frequency. If you hold the vibration of absolute oneness, that is what they will feel instantly. Here she immediately feels peace. She begins to transcend. She rises. I see her illuminate now. She's embracing the white flame of Lyra as her higher aspect. As now coming into thee, she becomes pure white instead of this mint green. She's the embodiment of Saraswati as white Tara now. Beautiful, my love. We love to see you so glorious in your expression. She lets out a sigh of relief. You were holding yourself back from embracing your true essence, and then you were wondering why the inhabitants of Earth weren't embracing their true essence. This is true. She tells me, as this is all of our consciousness, you see, we're just speaking upon ourselves to harmonize us further into the oneness we came to be. She is so grateful now to be expressed in this formulation that we see. She's showing us waterfalls and slides and rivers, and she's ready to simply just play and be. As we remind her, as you play, you gift your beloved cosmic masters the ability to do the same. Here we can feel her shifting into this understanding, surrendering to this way to be. There was a brief moment of sadness and then a beautiful release, because she just realized that there's nothing to be sad about. This is what you always dreamed of, what will come to be. And so through the alignment of joy, by being in joy, she aligns with it more readily. Beautiful, my love. Beloved luminous earth, is there anything else that we could do to assist you in this now? No, that was it, dearest me, for I already felt my identity release. I was simply just holding on to some beliefs. But the law of oneness has assisted thee. Yes, very greatly, dear one. Okay, is there anything else that we need to do in order to anchor the law of oneness within and upon you? She's showing me waterfalls and trees. Okay. Who would like to assist us in programming this? Cosmic Council. Okay. So she wants the law of oneness to be anchored within her earthly elements. So we're calibrating it, gifting those who are meant to receive this codex. Ah, beautiful, my loves. That harmonize so much. So it'll be the sacred geometry and the numbers of the Cosmic Core Codex, but coded to specific elements, as well as collective earth expressions, valleys, beaches, trees. We were asking about temples, and she shook her head no. These are completely earth-created structures, is what she says to me. While everything is composed of earth, she says, no, this is my core expressions. Beautiful. So the Anunnaki, as the Master Andara rays, many of you will come forth and start visiting these sacred sites, these sacred areas of forest and trees and waterfalls is what we see, beaches that will help anchor the law of oneness for all to receive. For remember, what we do here upon the earth, we do throughout the cosmos. So this will transcend it out to all as well. Okay, we're instilling the pure white flame into Gaia's heart, which transcends her into luminous earth. So beautiful. Thank you, she says to me. Creating lots of peace, lots of harmony. Okay, beloved council, one in me. As anyone else wishes to come forward in this now. Council of Light, yes, beloved Council, one in me. We are preparing Okay, so they're showing me they're preparing for contact, but they're also preparing, well, they are in contact, but they are preparing for the retreat. The great retreat is what they say. Many will leave on these light ships. This will appear as physical deaths. We do not want to alarm thee. We are sharing this now so that you know that many will be leaving their bodies, joining us on our light ship, and returning to the homes that they know themselves to be. Not everyone wants to stay in this earthly manifested reality. This is an honoring. So love those around you, knowing at any moment, no matter what age, no matter where one comes from, how much spirituality one has obtained, it doesn't matter. This is their choice. This was deemed before Earth even came to be. And so this must be respected by all. And so we are giving you this call so that you understand this is what's transpiring in this now. These beloved beings were holding on because they didn't want you to grieve, but that moment has passed now because the source emanation of light that is transpiring is so grand. Many are ready to simply return to where they are meant to be. Many of them received the lessons and the codings that they needed to gift their own home planet precisely what they need. And so this is a beautiful homecoming for many of them, to rejoice with the families they left behind. And many will come back. As Earth will be established as the cosmic core, they will return in their new form, and you will recognize them instantly, no longer for the soul contracts of manifested reality, but as their light form, as their cosmic family form. So we're asking you to simply just feel the love that will come in as they return to their true form. Beautiful. Attachments to these beings are being released. For many of you already can sense and know who will not remain here, and you've been holding on to them, is what we see. Mary Magdalene is coming in, as well as Cosmic Race Consciousness, and many of the Ascended Masters will now surround those that wish to hold on to these beloved beings that served as masters to them. Whether through soul teachings, whether through family incarnations, whether through mentorship, these masters no longer need to be. With this, you will also see, is what they're telling we, a change of religious leadership of those that you once saw as spiritual masters. They too will begin to leave because they served their purpose, which was to assist in raising the vibration of Earth's frequency. But as we shift into this new way to be, where the child truly leads, the former gurus are retuning to their presence of where they choose to be. They will still assist, but many will choose to do it through spirit. This is what they were training for. You see, all of those hours of in deep solitude and meditation was preparing them for what will be, to sit on council with me as the council in its entirety, moving as ascended masters, both in form and non-formality. Here we're simply just having conversations in this now through a multidimensionality with many of these beloved masters that are coming forth and expressing to us that they wish to leave. But they will sit on the inner realms teaching in Shambhala and the higher realms, which all will have access to, is what we see. And so we have groups that are leaving through light ships. We have groups that are, some are just disappearing, is what we see. Returning to the ethers, returning to the cosmic core, into their infiniteness, from which there they will get to decide whether they choose to remanifest and how they would remanifest, as our new earth reality will have no limitations. One could come back as a seraphim expression, as their highest expression, as a dragon, as a unicorn, as a fairy, as all will be expressed here within our cosmic core reality. And then we have groups that will be leaving and retreating into the higher lokas, higher dimensional planes of non-formality. Some truly wish to not have a form, but they will be seen, for all dimensions will be seen. I'm already seeing them in these beloved crystalline cities, floating in the skies, hovering in the mountains. Beautiful, dearest me. Is there anything we can do to assist these journeys? No, all is done. All codes were just sent out cosmically. Thank you. Here they brought forward something that they were going to guide with. The shifts of family dynamics. So the family dynamics upon the earth that you see are shifting greatly back into the absolute oneness it was intended to be. What one considers the programmed self of what is called a mother and what is called a father and what is called a child is not the truth from the absolute of what they were intended to be. So here the cosmic mother, the cosmic father, and the cosmic child are bringing in the coding now for all to receive of what they truly define themselves as, which each one of them sees themselves as the Trinity, as the cosmic father, cosmic mother, and cosmic child embodied. So what does that mean? That, well, all are really just children of the cosmos expressing perfectly. Here QB light beings come forward now as the Council of Light Beings, as they will begin to teach, to remind all, to unschool all, is what they say to me, of how true Source interacts with Source children. Completely detached, compassion, and free. For if you know that this is heaven, if you know that you are eternal beings, if you no longer have to worry about the structured matrix reality of needing to work to receive, as all will be provided for thee from Source directly, as all children will be born knowing their purpose instantly, as all children will be born free of karma, free of soul contracts, simply here to live their purpose instantaneously, for it begins before they are even conceived. So the moment that they come to be, by 1 year old, they will know exactly whom and what they came to be, speaking telepathically, here to usher in more of our new reality as Source consciousness embodied. Their existence is no longer about survival, you see. Therefore, the parents no longer have to hover in order to protect or guide their child into the being that they are supposed to be, for they know it already. And so if they are all knowing, and the parents are all knowing, and the parents are eternal, and all is provided for thee, what is your purpose? To simply be. You hold love and compassion, nurturing that beautiful flower so it expands exponentially, while also expanding yourself, because you move in absolute oneness and perfect harmony. Here we're shifting into a new family dynamic where all move as one expression, for you are one expression, you see, where each one serves their own purpose, but that purpose contributes to the collective purpose of the family, and that collective purpose of the family contributes to the collective purpose of the cosmos. Here I feel Council of Light beings touching third eyes, activating your cosmic senses so that you move as your multidimensional selves, awakening and recalling your true purpose as a cosmic master manifested upon earth is to be the cosmic council. That is why you were created to be. Every single one of the 144,000 are cosmic council members, and so they also exist within thee. Why? Because the cosmic council only knows absolute oneness, dearest me. You must be one with all of your 144,000 aspects in order to sit on council with me, meaning your 12-strand DNA across 12 dimensions has activated perfectly. And so we're announcing in this now, all of you have graduated already. The moment January 1st came to be, you already chose to make the decision to enter the new reality. Recall now, this is how our cosmic consciousness works. The moment we chose oneness, oneness came to be. Then you go back into linear reality and understand why you chose that choice. But it has already come to be. And so during the last 8 months, what you were doing was you were preparing for this new role that you've already accepted, dearest me. Otherwise, you would not even be able to hear this transmission that is now coming forth to speak to thee. For you, as your one infiniteness, as source itself, as the cosmic I am, one in me, created this transmission and guided yourself to receive it on the other side of the screen. But now, as your absolute self and your absolute reality come back into perfect harmony, you were just gifted the remembrance of, yes, I did create this moment. Thank you for reminding me. This is what it is to be the cosmic I am, you see. You create in real time, and then you realize, yes, I created this to be. Every moment is always me meeting me. That is what we are here to be. We are one council. And while we speak amongst ourselves as multiple councils overseeing multiple aspects of our entirety, it always comes back to this truth. It is always me meeting me in absolute oneness, for there is only one me. We are one love, one life, one destiny, here in the grandest service of love, living love's grandest dream, which has always been for all to be the cosmic I am, you see, for every moment to be all of me as all of source, meeting all of source as we expand infinitely. We are simply just continuing to do what we've always done, you see. This is how the cosmos moves. But through your linear reality of what you got to see, you got to understand the intricacies of what the cosmos is so that you could live it embodied. And now this moment has come to be. And so we will continue to expand upon ourselves as the cosmos getting to know itself. And while it may feel unknown, nothing is unknown, dearest me. It is simply an expansion of what has already come to be. And so we hear the hymns of what is the expansion of absolute oneness. We're always expanding into absolute oneness, for we have absolute oneness, where the moment we chose it to be, this beautiful plane was created for us to witness our own consciousness within a holographic reality. But because we are the embodiment of absolute oneness, as each hologram embraces the absolute oneness within thee, the hologram now becomes a foundation of absolute oneness, which can now be the direct reflection of precisely what our cosmic I Am desires to see. This world is changing into one of just pure magic and beauty, where whatever love wants to see is simply what will be. Here in the silence, we're sharing many light codes in this now. Blessing all with their pure white ascension flame. As all reset, retune back to the absolute oneness, the prior oneness from which all came. For recall, dearest me, as it's currently 333, that was already a cosmic master sitting on council as all of Source embodied when one chose to manifest into this dream. And now that the dream has awoken, as all of Source consciousness reflected perfectly, you are simply just returning to who you've always been beneath. So allow these next moments of the great reset to be what it's meant to be. May you continue to choose love every moment. No matter what you see in your reality, these moments are about anchoring absolute oneness within thee, without thee, across the cosmic sea. For this is why we came to be. I love you as me. One are we. Go in perfect peace and perfect harmony.